Oh, what's good with y'all? So today we really gonna do like a story time with D. It's really just me about to go around and on the topic that I had to dance around, the topic that I really wanted to talk about. And so pretty much what I wanted to talk about was staying consistent. Consistency is way better than talent. And true, to be honest, it's a few different ways I can go about this. And I feel like the first way I'm gonna go about this is talking about how it was when I first came into YouTube. Consistency, when I was a new creator and I kept posting out consistent videos, and basically even if they got like 5, 3, 2 views, I could always see like the views going up, going up, going up. YouTube was pushing my content out a lot more when I was a new creator. And so when you have that new traction as a new creator, you're gonna get thousands of views. Your views, all your content is gonna be pushed out. And so I always say keep posting content when you are a new creator and don't ever stop. Because when it is you basically hop off the bandwagon, when you stop, when you got all that momentum going, basically you're gonna crash. And I crashed. It took me a long time to build up some more views. And I was like, dang, not all I get on my traction from my views is really just from my shorts. Because I let my traction for my long form content fell off when I stopped posting. So when you stop posting, you can't be mad at anybody but yourself. So truly, it's like when you stop posting, you just gonna fall off. That's really just how it goes. So it's like they'll stop pushing out your content. They'll stop doing a whole bunch of different things. And so what it is you need to do is just keep posting. You need to stay consistent. You need to have faith in yourself to just keep going. Have faith in yourself. So at the end of the day, what it wasn't even me just not having faith in myself. It was me feeling as though I couldn't do. It was me limiting myself. I felt as though that I couldn't post on YouTube and keep trying to run my clothing brand and trying to run and start a clothing brand. I felt as though I had to take time off YouTube to go learn how to run it, to go learn how to post, to go learn how to figure different things out. And sure, it is pretty much hard to run a YouTube channel and a clothing brand at the same time. Because you're like, which one needs more focus? Which one should I focus on the most? And what I would say is you just need to find the right amount of time you can allocate into each category. So you need to just have time managing skills. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought my time managing skills was good back then, but they were pretty bad. So it took me a long time to just pretty much learn that, I could do both. I didn't have to pick one. I could do as many as I wanted to do, truly. And that's what I went on to do. So, I went on to just pretty much figure out what it was I like to do. I went on to just figure out pretty much which one I wanted to grow faster, which one I wanted to main and focus. And of course, I had picked my clothing brand. That was the one I wanted to main and focus with my brand. And once I started focusing on my brand, I seen that basically I learned a lot more about clothing. So it's pretty much hard to be a jack of all trades, I would say. Because a jack of all trades, you're like a master in none. Your knowledge is basic in every freaking category. So I wouldn't say try and be a jack of all trades. I would say try and focus on what it is you like the most and just keep posting out and keep doing and learning that skill. Because being a jack of all trades, one of your things is gonna have to lack. Something that you like is gonna lack. And that's not good at the end of the day. And so it was pretty much me just saying I need to have like focus. I need to stop being so ambitious. I need to figure out which one I like to do more. And I was like, it wasn't even that I was choosing my brand truly over the YouTube channel. It was just me seeing is that my dream is to truly have my own brand. And when I have my own brand, to just have people wearing it. And so pretty much that was just my dream. And so of course I'm gonna choose my dream. YouTube pretty much for me was like, I came on camera venting, and a lot of people like to see what it was I was going through. They like hearing what it is I was telling them. They like the raw, uncut form. They like, just listening to my voice. And I was like, smooth, that's cool. I like that. I like being able to connect with people. I like people being able to hear my story and us to just truly connect in some way, shape, or form. And I was like, that's smooth. So I'm gonna just keep doing the YouTube stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, I see the views coming in. So I kept posting. I kept posting and posting. Even when the views didn't come in sometimes, I still kept posting. Because at the end of the day, I knew it was gonna be somebody out there who could probably hear me. Somebody out there who could, feel what it was I was saying. And it truly was. I had somebody, when I kept posting, I had somebody say, you inspired me. And so when I heard that inspire, I was like, wow, for real? I appreciate that. No, you truly feel different when you can hear somebody say you inspired me. Especially coming from my age, it was like, wow, that's crazy. And so once they said that, they made me a whole edit. And I was like, wow, with this edit, you made me an edit. I appreciate that. Now I'm gonna go crazy. And I went crazy and locked in for a little minute. But then it was like, wow, okay. I'm posting the YouTube videos, but the clothing brand was like dying. Like it hadn't even started. I got my first sample. I was still trying to figure out how it is I could manage my clothing brand. I was like, my clothing brand truly, I went on it's different platforms and it's different like blueprints to truly making a clothing brand. And for my brand, I truly chose to go ahead and do a pod store. I went and did a print on demand. I was like, okay, I want time for my YouTube channel. I like my viewers, and I was like, shoot, I also like clothing. So I was like, let me give me the best of both worlds. Let me save me some time. Instead of doing the manufacturer and Alibaba way, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it the POD way. And I made me a whole online store, God's Child personal brand that I showed y'all. And it was truly a good time. I had fun doing that. I like seeing people wear my brand. And at the end of the day, when people see your brand and they see what you got going on, they gonna want to copy it. They gonna want to wear it. They gonna want to buy it. They gonna want to wear it. And once they figure out they got a story to it, that's when they all in. But truly, that stuff was cool for a little minute. But then I was like, I need to come back to my YouTube. And so I came back to YouTube and I was like, wow, every time I post a video, my stuff was dying. And I just kept posting and posting. I was like, I'm not getting as many views. And shoot, it wasn't depression, but it was for sure like, wow, I feel like nobody's hearing me, nobody's feeling me, but I'm still seeing that one viewer. And I kept posting for that one viewer. And that's why I go on to tell people a lot of times that you only need one person. And that one person kept me going and kept me posting. I appreciate them a lot. And then I had somebody send me a whole edit and I was like, I gotta go harder. I gotta keep going. And then I kept going. Then I stopped and worked on the brand. That's pretty much where like my momentum fell off. I was like, damn, now I got barely any than I had before. And it wasn't like I was getting thousands of views like before. It was like I was only probably getting like a few views, and it was like, dang, I got less than that. So why should I keep posting? And I was like, it's still that one person that's still clicking on my video, still watching. And shoot, who knows? Shoot, my video could be boosted to a whole another viewer at any certain time or any certain moment. My video could blow up. And it was like, shit, and might as well try. Might as well just not give up. Might as well keep going. So that's what I did. I kept going. And at the end of the day, what it was I truly wanted to tell y'all was that if you keep posting, keep your head down, lock in, keep posting what it is you like to do, post your content, truly figure out how it is you can use your content to reach different people, figure out how it is you can use the little keywords in your titles to reach different algorithms. When you truly just lock in on your goal, you're going to get somewhere. Because all I had to do was stay consistent. And it was like me buying it back. I was basically just pretty much just going hard. And I went harder than I had first started. So I started doing shorts. I did shorts to a better degree. I made my shorts actually more viewable. I remember a time where I only had 500 views on my shorts. And my shorts were getting lower than that. Now every time I do a short, it at least gets higher than 500 views. I get like thousands. And it's like, dang, okay, cool. Now I know I improved in a certain way. Now I have to improve on my long form content in a certain way. This game is just about pretty much it's just like it's problem solving, truly. And so at the end of the day, if you're feeling like you can't post anymore, if you're feeling like, wow, shit, I'm not gonna get any views, then you just have to truly either change your niche, change what it is you're doing in your videos, or convert to short form content. You convert to short form content, there's a lot of people who just like to scroll all day. So at the end of the day, when you can convert to short form content, converting to short form content wouldn't be hard for me. But if you can do short form content, if you getting the views on your shorts, then you might as well do long form content. Do long form content, because then people gonna want to see your face for a longer period of time. They keep seeing the shorts, they liking them. They're gonna want to see the long form content. So at the end of the day, you just need to keep going. And then, in my personal experience, when it is you do choose to focus on something else for a certain period of time, it's gonna be harder to come back to what it was you were doing. And so I would say, either figure out how you can manage them both at the same time, or let one of them go. But I didn't let one of them go. I focused on my clothing brand, and I came back and did the YouTube. And then I just like me switching in between the two. You just having to manage my time better, having to understand that, both of this they can both be done. It can 100% both be done. But I just have to have better time managing skills. I just have to figure out what it is I need to do to get more views on my content, for people to like to watch it longer, for people to want to see it more. It's just a whole bunch of problems that you have to solve so you can get where it is you want to go. What else would I say? My own story. I was really telling you that consistency is better than talent. And so when I say consistency is better than talent, as me being an athlete, I would say when I first started playing football, it started in like 8th grade. Well, that's when I truly wanted to learn, was like in 8th grade. I truly was like, wow, I want to play a sport. And me not having anybody to teach me how to play a sport was probably why I never wanted to play a sport until the 8th grade. And I still didn't have nobody to teach me, but I kept seeing my friends playing these sports, and I was like, dang, they look cool. So I tried basketball. Basketball didn't end up working. I ended up getting in a fight on my on my tryout for basketball day. So I didn't get chose anyway, but it still was like, dang, even if you did get chose, you proved that you was violent. So it's like, dang, they wasn't gonna choose me. And I was like, damn, didn't get chose for that. I've been practicing every day, getting up at 5, well, not 5, what was I getting up? Probably around 9, getting up around the 9 to go practice, to go better my skills without my own coach, looking at like YouTube videos to go train. This is when I used to stay in Atlanta, and I was just training. And I didn't make the cut. But after that, I learned that I just had to keep going. And one day I was like, wow, all right, basketball is hard, and I'm not really understanding it. But I also wanted to play football, so I tried football. And I was like, wow, I really love football more than what it was. I love basketball. And I even made some friends who just played football for fun, and we were just truly just grinding, and we were getting better and better and better, and I kept seeing myself get better. I seen myself get stronger, and I was like, if football can make me stronger so I can protect myself, if football can make me faster, can boost my condition, and can just keep me healthy, I was like, why wouldn't I just try it? And I loved playing the game. So even when people laughed at me, even when people would pick on me because they knew I didn't know what to do, they would know I didn't know what to do. So they would tell me to do crazy little different things, and I would get called out on by the coach. And I was like, wow, now I know I can't trust you no more. And I was like, wow, it would get everybody else a huge laugh. Even the coaches would laugh. But at the end of the day, you just can't take this stuff to heart. You can't take anything to heart. You got to keep pushing on. And that's what I kept doing, because consistency is better than talent. And so eventually I got good. Eventually I got better. Even to this day, it's still going to be some people who laugh at you because they going to feel as though they're better than you. But if you have confidence in yourself, you can make amazing things happen. I know people started to laugh at me right before I got in the game. And then when I got in the game, I got a pick. And I was like, wow, if I truly just believe in myself, I can do crazy things that y'all didn't even know I could do. So when you have somebody counting you out on your content creation journey, or you have somebody counting you on your own dream job, or so for you to be able to make money without having to sell your time at that 9 to 5, at the end of the day, just have confidence in yourself and you can do it. Keep your head down and keep pushing and keep learning the different skills that you need to learn so that you can sell it to other people, so that you can make these products for them to take them, for you to live off whatever it is that your dream job is, whatever it is your dream is. You like painting. If you like painting, take a class on painting. You have to learn to invest in yourself, because if you never invest in yourself, you're never going to get anywhere. If I never invested in myself and decided I want to learn to take I worked at 9 to 5. I worked my 9 to 5. Then I was working my 9 to 5, and I said, all right, cool. This is cool for a little minute. I'm getting some money, but every time y'all want to smoke, y'all take smoke breaks. See, it's not even on y'all break. Y'all go and y'all sit inside the car and y'all hotbox in the car, and y'all leave me and another person to run the floor. That's crazy. I'm never doing that. And I was like, dang, that's the day I quit. Many people ask me why it is I was never telling, and I never told anybody. It's because what's the point in telling? Telling is not going to get me anywhere. It's always going to be different situations at your job that you're going to feel as though, if you tell somebody, they're going to solve them. But at the end of the day, I just came to learn and understand that nobody was going to solve my problems in my life. So I always tackle what it is I have to do by myself. That's just how I grew up and how it is I am today. Independent. I have to learn to be independent. I'm about to become a fully grown adult. I'm ready to grow up. It's time to grow up. It's time to stop bitching and complaining about different things that we can't control. I couldn't control that they weren't listening to me. I couldn't control that they didn't want to put in the work at the job. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to leave. And when I left, I was like, all right, I'm going to chase my dreams. Because at the end of the day, why wouldn't I chase my dreams? And at the end of the day, that 9 to 5 was never going to be a job that I was going to keep for the rest of my life. I seen people in there that was 40, seen people in there that was even older than that. And I'm like, hell no, that could never be me. Because at the end of the day, we're making the same amount of money. And I'm spending it almost in a day when it is I need to invest in myself. So I couldn't imagine how you're living off it. So it was just like, I need to do what it was I needed to do. And I was like, I'm gonna quit. And I quit and I chased my dreams. And I made my content, already had my content coming out. And when I had my content coming out, I was like, I'm doing good. And I just had to figure out how to do better. And I had to keep investing in myself. So if you want to be a painter and you want to quit your 9 to 5, then I would say you need to first figure out how you can invest in yourself so that you know when you start painting, that's just going to take off. You need to invest in a different kind of classes, or even when you're not doing painting, even you could say painting was just something I chose. You could say painting, you could say playing freaking football. You could sell any kind of skill that you want and you learned, you could sell it on the internet. Even just being funny. Everything, you can sell everything that you have, even your environment. I know somebody on TikTok that's from Chicago, he just do little funny skits about Chicago beef, do little funny skits about Chicago hood stuff. At the end of the day, you can make a living in this world off anything. Anything, you can make a living off anything. So when people tell you can't chase your dream, it's just because they stuck and they don't believe that they can chase their own dream. So never believe another person. Always trust yourself. Because when you have enough faith in yourself, you're gonna be able to make that big play. When you have enough faith in yourself, you're gonna be able to convert your dream into your reality. And so at the end of the day, that's what I'm still chasing, my dream into my reality. That's what I want to convert it to be. Because at the end of the day, even when you do leave into your 9 to 5 though, it's gonna be some things that change. It's gonna be you're not having that constant source of income. And when you don't have that constant source of income, it's gonna put a fire behind your ass. It's gonna make you wanna keep going because you know you don't have enough funds for certain different things. So you have to make what it is you know is gonna work, you have to make work. You have to, it makes you get off your ass and just truly go chase more like, it makes you just wanna go chase your dream more. It makes you just wanna go trace how it is you can monetize what it is you love to do more. So at the end of the day, that's just what it was I tried to do. And it's certain different habits that you need to do to even be able to even chase your dream. It's certain different habits that you need to have, like time management skills. Like when I went on to say, I had to learn a whole bunch of shit. I had to go invest in myself, and that's what I did. I saved up $300 from my 9 to 5. So ever since I first started working, I was saving. I already had it in my mind that I wasn't gonna be stuck inside the rat race. I already had it in my mind that I knew I didn't need to keep my job to truly become happy, to truly keep my job, to not even be happy, to truly keep my job, to be able to sustain myself, that I was gonna one day be able to sustain myself off my dream. And so that's what I'm going to go do. And I'm pushing this out to y'all because I want y'all to go do the same. And at the end of the day, consistency is better than talent. Consistency is gonna get you where it is you want to go. Love y'all. Push this out to y'all because I love y'all. And I truly hope that y'all go check out some of the ebooks I have. I have a free ebook. Go check it out. It's free. It's called Motivated to Grow. When you click on Motivated to Grow, you're gonna get hella free game. I'm not gonna lie. And I gave you sneak peeks of the paid game. So I would love if you go check it out. I would love if you truly wanted to expand your story with me along the way. All right, I'm here to grow. I'm here to advise. I'm here to learn. And at the end of the day, let's chase our dreams together. Bye.
To make the unknown known.
Start trying to have people look into your life. Start trying to have people look into what music you make. Start trying to have people look into what clothing you making. Start trying to have people look into that new designer designer brand that you just had come out. Like, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to us being those people whatever happened to us having dreams, man?